Hi guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome to Stephanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. For those of you returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a garden tour for you. It is the end of June, so this is my June garden tour. So if you're interested, then stick around and stay tuned. Okay, we're going to start on the porch with the green stalk. It needs to be watered in. It is, it fell over and broke. My tomato plant. I'm going to fix that. The stick isn't strong enough to hold it up, so I'm gonna fix that once we finish this. Still got lettuce, everything. It's got hot for the past few days, so that one's falling over too. We had a bad storm Sunday. Today is Tuesday, so I haven't been out here to check it. But yeah, this is what it's looking like. It needs water, so I'm gonna water it. I need to move it right out there. I may do that, try to push it off and push it over there a little bit so it can get some rainwater. Here, put the corn in there. It didn't do anything. I don't think that's corn. I think that's grass. The corn that was in there, it was three. They all died, so nothing's in there. I'm gonna put something in there. Probably, maybe my cucumbers. Not sure. These are my lima beans. They got a bunch of flowers on them, but no beans yet. So maybe next week I have some. This is my volunteer. What is this? Basil. Still nothing in there. Put some lima beans in there. I soaked them. They didn't come up, so I need to put some more seeds in there that I don't soak. Because I didn't soak those, and those came up. I put a bunch of them in there, but only two came up. And they got two basils in here, too. Probably more than that because they're volunteer. They just come up everywhere where I had seeds. But these look very healthy. So hopefully they do good and give me a lot of lima beans. These are my two yellow crookneck squash, and they have taken off, so they like this pot. I'm gonna grow them up, these two. Hopefully there ain't too many. I put some amaranth in here, so hopefully that helps protect it. um but yeah, they're starting to get oh, they sticky. They're starting to get buds on them, so they'll flower soon. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks I have that. Again, still have not planted anything in my buckets. Going up the hill, we have in here, my delicate squash finally came up. So I am going to move that because I planted two, they didn't come up. And so I replaced it. I planted two gray zucchinis and both came up. So I just moved that one there. And then that one finally came up. So I'm going to move it because it's not growing. I'm going to put it there, but I got to get some compost first. So I'm going to move it. Got some weeds growing back there. So we need to get that up right there. Got a pepper here. I don't know what kind of pepper it is. It says it is a poblano pepper and some basil. Collard greens still growing. These are southern collards, so I'm not going to seed. My basil is starting to go to seed. That one. That's some kale. My eggplant. This one. These are the frog fingers. I have one. I'm going to get that off today. Um, these are peppers. Don't know what kind they are. You say chocolate something. Something new I tried. So they're just starting to get flowers on them. Bunch of zinnia. Look at the bee. He's going to bed for the night. He's just laying there. Anyway, and I haven't picked any of these zinnias. I just planted them and haven't picked them. But this basil, bunch of basil in this bed, all of it's volunteer. Um, Look at that. Get off. Some beetles. They're trying to eat up everything. Um, this is, I don't know what kind. It says a poblano. So this is a poblano. Nothing has come on this yet, I don't think. Looks like they're dying off when they come, if you can see that. But it has some flowers on here now. So I'll try to pollinate them. And this is my eggplant. I do have one on here. You can see Now there, I think it's this mojito, but I can't tell. It might be a regular eggplant, the Black Beauty. Oh, it is a Black Beauty. I see the thing back there. So I have that one eggplant so far. Looks like one may come there, but I don't know. We got a whole bunch of rain. My ginger has finally come up, so you can see that, but I don't know what it's going to do because it took forever to come up. My okra is finally coming up. I got baby okras on some of them, little small ones, so probably by the end of the week, I have some, like, because okra grows very fast, very fast. If you haven't grown okra and you want to try it, get you some. I got 3 different varieties, I think. They all look red, so they all might be the same variety. Oh no, these are green ones, I think, but these are red. But I got 3 different kinds growing. These are volunteer. I think these are those cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna pull those up. I don't want but one. That thing grows into a freaking bush. It's too much, so I do not want that thing. These are my red scallions. They're finally starting to take off. They liked all the rain. This is some kind of pepper here. Oh, I just got a splinter up on my nail. Hold on, I gotta get that out. Okay, I got it out. That hurt. Oh my god, that hurt. Anywho, I did it on that little thing there, but this is some kind of pepper. Don't know what it is. It says a purple something another too. So I don't know, something new. But that one is done it here. That one. But maybe it'll come up. That's a habanero, and this one's some kind of purple beauty or something. This one, but it's starting to get flowers, so that one may take off. Once these get a little bit taller, then it won't shade it out so much. The shallots are going crazy. Hopefully they head up, and I can pull a few of them. Over here is my sweet cherry tomato, sweetie cherry tomato. Nasturtiums. The storm got that, so I tried to tie it up before the storm, and then the storm came and it blew it back down, so I got to pick that up today. Some of them leaves are broken. It broke some of my tomato plants. Got leaks back there behind it. Plus they're shaded out by this time of year. I did not know how big this thing got. Probably should have pruned it, but I did not. But we got small leaks back there in the back going. So maybe they'll come up. I moved the peppers. I still got one back there, right there. Don't know what kind it is. I just gave this some fish emulsion this bed because they struggling. You see how yellow they are. So they may not do anything. This thing is struggling too because there's too many ants on here. I can't keep up. I gave it some compost a couple of weeks ago, but that was not enough. Same with this tomato plant. I think it got too much rain, so it is turning brown. I'm gonna prune some of those leaves off of it because the top leaves look decent and it has some big tomatoes, but because we got so much rain, some of them are splitting. But y'all can't see that. Some of them are splitting, but it's okay if they split. It's just when they get bottom end rot, and they're not doing that, as you can see, so they're okay. I just need to cut the bad leaves back. This is that volunteer strawberry tomato that I keep saying I'm gonna pull up. This is the Roma. We got some. I took a few off of there. They're laying on the ground, so I'm gonna get those off too, because it's producing very good. Got a bunch on there. This is some kind of pepper. I think I put the sticks in the wrong place because I believe these are the green ones, green peppers. But I put that these are, what are they? Serranos, but I don't believe those serranos. They look like green peppers. And my green peppers, I never get them to grow. But, you can see them? I got a bunch of them on here, so maybe I get some this year. I pulled one off because I thought it was a serrano, and then I cut it and smelled it, and it smelled like green pepper. So I got one here too. That one says it's Solano. I have no idea what it is. These nasturtiums are trying to choke it out. So I'm going to pour those up. Maybe. I might need them. I don't know. That's still, um, yeah, it's still the Roma. It goes all the way over here. It looks like it's two plants, but it's just one. This is the strawberry and the one that I actually planted. Got some red ones on here that's ready to come off, so I'm going to get those. These are, it says they're bell peppers, but they're not because this one is yellow. So I think they are the banana peppers. I don't know. I don't think this one has put on anything yet, so I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like this one, because the leaves are a lot bigger. But so we'll see what it is. Then got a little basil stuck behind there. Some yellow onions that's not doing anything. But I can still eat them even though they're small. This is the tomato plant that broke. And I think it's a hillbilly. Not for sure. I don't have a stick, so I don't know what it is. But it had a bunch of tomatoes on it, but they broke off. So I took them off and put them in the house. But it still has a few still on here full. And it has some small buds coming. Like you can see one there coming. And I don't have any flowers right now. It does have some suckers too. Get these suckers over there. My tomatoes have been doing pretty good this year, so I can't complain. I'm gonna have to prune them out and get the bottom leaves, the bad leaves off. But that's about it. That one is starting to put on new green. This was my first tomato. There was hillbilly tomatoes. I love them, so I'm gonna cut this back and then just let it take on new leaves, and it'll be just fine. Got some Malabar spinach volunteer that's coming up from last year. Got a bunch of that coming up in the bottom garden bed too. This is a brandy wine that I had that was sitting on the porch forever. So I just brought it up here and stuck it in the dirt. It has 3 tomatoes on it. It's small. So I just pulled the bottom leaves off of it when I gave them some fish fertilizer. I'm going to give it some more to this bed. I need to weed it. Got weeds in it. This is where my garlic was. This is my yarrow. I brought it up here. Probably need to put it in a bigger pot, but right now it's going to stay in those. This is where my peas were. These are some kind of weed. I have no idea what this is. Just got abundance of it when I put the straw down, so never using straw again, but I have no idea what that is. These eggplants have been struggling. They finally starting to grow. This is the lettuce. Haven't gone to seed yet, leaving it in there. This is my curly kale. They do pretty good in the warm till it gets really, really hot. Just got hot this week, first time in the 90s. It's been just like in the 80s, but today was the 80s too. This is my southern collard greens. They've been doing pretty good. I've just been harvesting them, putting them in the freezer so I can have them. Same with these. I regrow them. Probably starts more in August. End of August or September to have them for the winter. I got 4 of them right here, I think. Yeah, 4 of them. They've been doing pretty good. And that one, and then the ones I showed you at first. And then another kale like I have on the end. That's weeds growing up I need to cut. And this is some kind of eggplant. I don't know which one it is. It just looks like a regular one of those long purple ones. And that I think is one of the short ones because the stems are darker. But we'll see. Don't know. Eat it. Whatever it is, I eat it. Got a bunch of volunteer carrots growing up everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere because I let the seeds go to seed last year and they just blew. So they're all in the ground. I picked some of them up and put them in here. But I didn't get all of them because all of them wasn't in the ground, but they're growing. So this is going to be the first year that I get carrots. Some of them may be too close together, but we're going to see what we get. and be appreciative of it. And I'm going to pull those that's in the ground up too. I've been trying not to cut them when I cut my grass because I want to pull them up. But I might pull them up small and eat them. Just spray stuff for them weeds. But I did it this afternoon instead of in the morning. So it may not die. I might have to do that again. Pulled up the garlic that was in here. So all that's in here now is onions, weeds, and potatoes. Those potatoes come up. I think I got 2 weeks on them before I'm supposed to pull them. So, and they're dying back. So I will pull them up once they get all the way died back. I'm not going to pull them up early. I'm just going to let them do what they do. These onions are still growing. They've fallen over, but they're still growing. This is the second set of potatoes. I got 2 different kinds. This is the first set. They're divided by the stick. And this side is the second set. These are all my red onions. I left them because I thought they would continue to grow. Somebody let me know if they will or not. I don't know because they're dying back. So they may not grow. I figure if they still got roots, they'll grow. But somebody let me know. Cause some beetles. I think I still got a piece of thing in my finger because it's still hurting. Just sprayed those weeds. Y'all, I saw a snake in my yard about 2-3 weeks ago. Freaked me out. I didn't come out here for a whole week. Put stuff down. I keep putting mothballs down and stuff every day. Not every day, but every week. Because now I'm terrified. But anyway, I'm petrified of them. This is some kind of volunteer green bean. I have no idea what kind it is, but it's a pole because it's climbing. I was hoping it was a bush, but it's not. So, and that's all that Malabar spinach back there in the back. That's volunteer. I'm not gonna let all that grow. I'm gonna pull some of that up. I'm gonna pull those weeds up. This is my green beans. They are ready to pull, so I'm gonna pull some of those. There's a bunch of them in there. Made a bunch of them, so I need to go ahead and pull them because they won't put on flowers if they're struggling trying to grow the beans that's here. So they need to be pulled off. Aren't they pretty? These are my favorite. But if you leave them on here too long, they start turning yellow. So I'm gonna get them out. These are my strawberries. I cover these up because they were getting eaten up. Excuse me. Wait a minute, y'all. They were getting eaten up by the lizards. So I'm sure I have some in here that I need to go ahead and get out. I do not know if they're gonna be okay without me hand pollinating them. I do see 1 or 2 red ones in there. And I'm scared to touch anything now since I saw that freaking snake. But yeah. So I'll come and harvest the few that's in there. I only see 1 back there. I think I got 3 from out of there. And these, I don't let them go bad. Look. Because I didn't come out here and get them. We had rain for 5 days in a row. But I'll take those off. Anyway, so that is it for that. Ah, they're so pretty. Y'all haven't tried these dragon tongue. Get y'all some. They are so good. Yeah, that is it for that. Big tree, them 2. That 1 carrot, that thing looks huge, huge. I'm gonna pull that too. I keep saying it every week, but I still haven't pulled it. Somehow I got a morning glory going down here. I'm definitely gonna pull that out because somebody on the internet said these things are they take over. So I do not want that in my garden. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of weed. Pull that up. This is my mint. I got regular mint and chocolate mint in there, and God knows what else I put in there because I kept putting seeds and then grew, and then it finally started growing. So it's a mixture of all kinds of mint. So I just been taking it out and letting it dry and using it for tea. This is my 3rd bucket of potatoes. It's a 5 gallon. It's a 5 gallon grow bag. So I think I planted that like a week after I planted the second set there. And then that's the last set. There are 2 different types of potatoes you can see. I think this is like the first set I grew. I think this might be red and that might be white. Don't know what kind because they're bought from the grocery store. These are my cucumbers that I finally started. They are prickly. They are, I don't know what they are, straight 8s maybe. Munching cucumbers. That's what it says. Those are my sweet potatoes. I pulled them up because I cut my grass, but it's rained and don't look like I cut it, but I did. This is my one blueberry that lasted. I had 3. That one didn't come back, and this one didn't come back. And I haven't bought any more, and I know I need 3. So, yeah. These are something I planted, never put out. I think they're broccoli or something. But I just keep watering them like a crazy person. And yeah, same with these collards. Didn't put them out. Keep watering them like a crazy person. These are some flowers that I grew. Don't know what they are. Amaranth and hollyhock. I actually need to put them out. These are some more slips for sweet potatoes. They need water. I'm gonna put them in a pot too. Don't worry. They are root bound because the pot is too, the thing is too little. That's some kind of kill or something. But that's it. This is my garlic that I let dry out. And it's sprouting flowers, which is so weird because it's not in the ground. There's 3 of them. One right there, one right there, and one right there. But I'm going to take them in the house today. They had little side garlics that I'm going to replant. And yeah, that, my friends, is it. Oh, except for this. I have these fallen sweet tomato plants. I do not know what kind of tomato I had on my porch last year, but I believe that is from one of them. I think it may be a yellow pear, but not 100% sure. This is supposed to be peppermint. Don't know what happened to the peppermint. It's gone. Got some weeds. Got some basil. This says thyme. It looks like thyme, so I will have some of that finally. I've never been able to grow it. And another volunteer tomato plant of some kind. Actually, it looks like 2 or 3 or 4 of them in there. They will get pulled up. Don't want those. Mothballs everywhere. This is supposed to be dealing here, but it's not. This is thyme too. I might move this down there with the other. This is the basil. That's it. Nothing else came up. So it's been oregano. Then they come up more the deal. And this is lemon balm family. I finally got one. And it's finally starting to grow. So that is it for everything that I have growing this year. So, alright guys. That is my garden update. Let me harvest what I need to harvest before it gets dark. The sun's going down. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. That's why. So I got like 10 minutes to get what I'm going to get out of here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye-bye.